Now we come to concrete noun. After we have done material noun, so what is the difference between concrete noun and material noun? Let us first know the meaning of concrete noun. What is a concrete noun? A concrete noun represents something that can be seen, touched, tasted, heard or smelled. Okay, so this is the difference between the material noun and the concrete noun. Material noun is something from which we can recreate other things. Similarly, unlike a concrete noun, material noun is available in nature and then human beings recreate those material things into other things. That is material noun. And what is a concrete noun? A concrete noun is something which we can touch, see, taste, hear or smell. For example, let us see here. Examples of concrete noun in sentences. I love reading books. So we can read books. This is an example of seeing. We can see the books and then we read. I am listening to music. So here music is the concrete noun because we are hearing it. He is my best friend. Touch. You can touch your friend. I am going to eat this ice cream. Taste. These flowers smell nice. So the sense of smelling. So example of concrete nouns you will see, hear, touch, taste, smell. So all the things which can be perceived by our 5 sense organs are called concrete nouns. Okay. Now we come to abstract noun. What is an abstract noun? An abstract noun is something which we can only feel. We cannot see, we cannot touch, we can only feel. Okay. For example, here the abstract nouns means the feelings of shock or anger or sadness. So these feelings, can you see? No. Can you touch? No. But what you can do is you can just feel these feelings. So abstract nouns are the feelings or the emotions. Clear? Now countable nouns, children. This is very easy. We have done also. What is a countable noun? Countable nouns are those nouns which can be counted. For example, dog, books, apples. How many? You can count the number of dogs, number of books, number of apples, number of pens, pencils, water bottles, anything which you can count. Countable nouns you can count. You can use a or an in front of the countable nouns, and nouns that have a plural form. Always countable nouns will have plural form. Next, like examples, a book, books. An elephant, elephants. A chair, chairs. A car, cars. So these are the examples of countable nouns. Uncountable nouns, as the name itself suggests, that uncountable nouns are those nouns which cannot be counted. It is also sometimes called non-countable nouns or mass nouns. These refers to those nouns which cannot be counted, and these nouns do not have a plural form. Uncountable nouns do not have a plural form. For example, milk, water, music. These are uncountable noun. But music is which kind of noun? We have already done it. Music is a concrete noun plus uncountable noun. Clear? So children, with this we finish off our recapitulation about noun and its kinds. After this we are going to start off with another part of noun only, which is called the gender. So see, here we are with the gender. Gender. Now I'm sure many of you have an idea about what is a gender, how many types of genders are there and what are they. But We will just revise once what is a gender, how many types of genders are there, and how can you divide the gender into under each category. Okay. So here we can see how many types of genders are there. Gender nouns: masculine, feminine, common and neuter gender. So what do I mean by masculine gender? Masculine gender denotes a male gender of a person, animal, insect, etc. Okay? If it's a male, be it of a person, an animal, an insect, it is called a masculine gender. Feminine gender denotes a female gender of person, animal, bird, etc. Clear? Common gender, a noun that may be masculine or feminine but not neuter. So common gender means either a masculine gender or a feminine gender. We will come in detail. When we will come in detail, it will be clear to you. I'll explain you. But a common gender cannot be a neuter gender. Now what is a neuter gender? A neuter gender denotes a lifeless thing. Neuter means neither male nor female. A lifeless thing cannot be a male or a female. Can a lifeless thing be a male or a female? No. So neuter gender denotes a lifeless thing. It cannot be a male or a female. Now see masculine gender. The noun or pronoun that denotes only a male person or animal is called masculine gender. Pronoun, which pronoun denotes masculine gender? He. Right? So, a masculine, any noun or pronoun which denotes a male person or animal is called a masculine gender. For example, horse, king, monk, bullock, drone, wizard, tailor and ram. So these are examples of masculine gender. All are male. All are male person or animal or insect. Drone is an insect. Okay. Now we come to feminine gender. What is a feminine gender? The noun or pronoun that denotes only a female person or animal is called feminine gender. So masculine means male person or animal. Feminine means female person or animal. For example, mother and daughter, girl, queen, woman, grandmother. All these are examples of feminine person. Animals can be like mare, bee, B-E-E-B. So these are the examples of feminine animals. So masculine and feminine are clear, children? Now see, now we come to common gender. So what is a common gender? Common gender refers to member of species that can be male or female. Suppose children, I say, in your class there are boys and girls, right? So we can say children together. Children means what? Boys also, girls also. So that is a common gender. These can be either male or female, like teacher, child, worker, friends, cousin, neighbor, etc. Like if somebody says all the teachers, so all the teachers include all the male teachers as well as all the female teachers. So we are not distinguishing between the gents teacher or the lady teacher. Clear? So these are the common gender which do not distinguish between male and female. The species which can, member of that species which can either be male or female is a common gender. Neuter gender, as I already told, it is a lifeless things. Like On neuter gender, maleness and femaleness doesn't apply. These are neither male nor female, like book, table, pen, gold, school, and rock. These are usually non-living things. So basically the non-living things are considered as neuter gender. I hope it's clear, children. The gender portion, masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender, and neuter gender. Be very careful while writing and distinguishing between the common gender and neuter gender. Neuter gender, always remember that all lifeless objects, non-living things are neuter gender. Clear? That's all, children. We come to an end of today's topic, that is gender. I hope it's clear to you all.